This story begins with Emeka, a successful young man in his early 30s, living a life of luxury. He was a dedicated Christian. He was surrounded by wealthy fancy cars, designer suits, a beautiful home, and endless invitations to elite events. Everyone around him admires his success, but little did they know the dark secret that lay at the root of his fortune. His parents were simple people to the outside world, but every month they would sneak away into the dense forest at night. They would return home the next morning looking drained but at peace. Little did Emeka know that they offer worship and dancing to an ancient and powerful masquerade spirit in the heart of the forest. This spirit blessed them with unimaginable wealth, but their silence was the price. One day, Emeka overheard his parents whispering about how they could never stop paying homage to the spirit, or the family would face ruin. Then an event broke out in Emeka's life, his parents on a flight to an international destination. As they flew over the ocean, the plane suddenly crashed into the sea. His parents are gone. Despite the tragedy, Emeka inherits his parents' wealth and business. He becomes richer than ever before. But the memory of the crash lingers, and so do the hushed whispers about his family's mysterious monthly trips to the forest. Emeka dismisses these superstitions and stops the rituals his parents once performed. He's confident that the wealth they amassed was from smart investments and hard work, not from any masquerade spirit. He refuses to visit the forest or pay homage to Ogbanje, scoffing, saying, "I am a new creature, all things have passed away and all things have become new." Emeka had so much faith in God but never reverenced the need for prayers. As Emeka climbs higher in society, the pressure from his parent in his dream warning him about the pact with Ogbanje cannot be broken. But Emeka ignores, saying, "It is by grace I have been saved through faith and not of yourselves, for it is the gift of God." Suddenly, things start to unravel. His businesses begin to fail, and deals that were once certain fall through inexplicably. His luxurious lifestyle starts to slip away. The mansion he once proudly owned is repossessed, his cars are sold off, and he finds himself struggling to make ends meet. Emeka's disbelief is challenged as the depth of his misery grows. In his dream, Emeka is walking through his now empty home when he sees flashes of the Ogbanje masquerade in the corners of his vision, its ancient mask haunting him as a reminder of what he's abandoned. One night, while he's walking alone through the city, Emeka hears a strange sound. The air becomes cold, and he is suddenly transported back to the forest in a vision. The Ogbanje masquerade appears before him, its towering figure both terrifying and majestic, laughing, disappearing into the night. Over time, Emeka sells the last of his possessions and moves back to his ancestral village, penniless and broken. He sits in front of the dilapidated family home, staring into the forest where his parents once performed their monthly rituals. His pride has been shattered, and he finally begins to understand the price of denying the spirit and covenant broken. Emeka enters the forest alone and finds the ancient shrine, now overgrown with vines and decay. He kneels before it, tears streaming down his face. "I had no understanding. I was wrong," he whispers. "I see now that foundational forces are real." Emeka walked out of the forest, humbled and quiet. The masquerade no longer haunts him, but the weight of his choices lingers as he starts over, without wealth, but with an understanding of spiritual forces and foundational power that shaped his destiny.